All right. Good morning. So let's start off in a comfortable seated pose. Now we're going to start off with about 20 minutes of pranayama. And if you are new to yoga, pranayama is our conscious breath work. Prana meaning life force. And if you've ever held your breath for a really long time, you know that your breath is your life. You don't have your breath, you don't live really more than about 4 to 5 minutes. So, and then ayama means extension. So it's our ability to consciously control your breath. Now, why do we want to do this? Your breath is also where it taps into your sympathetic nervous system and our parasympathetic nervous system. Now, our sympathetic nervous system is the anxiety state. That's the one where we're always a little stressed out, a little overwhelmed by life. And sometimes our sympathetic nervous system gets stuck. And being able to tap into our breath really helps kind of unstick your sympathetic nervous system, and it helps you connect to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is that calming part. So, we're going to do a couple of different breathing exercises today, and how you sit is pretty important. It's going to help the regulation and the flow so your diaphragm is able to pull down a little bit easier and your lungs are able to expand a little bit more. So actually take a few moments, and I think I want to be up even a little higher. So I'm going to take my tailbone on a block. And if I lift up a little bit more, and if this isn't comfortable, you can also bring a blanket right on top of the block, but you actually want to elevate a little bit as we do this. You want your arms and shoulders to relax, and I just want you to close your eyes for a moment and kind of tap into any little areas that are stuck in your body right now. And just take these nice deep inhales through your nose and deep exhales through your nose. And notice the flow of your breath. Now we're going to start off with a breathing exercise called samavriti. Samavriti is just balanced breath. So you're going to find that your inhale is the same as your exhale. And we're going to go up the ladder as we do this. We're going to breathe in for a few seconds and then out for a few seconds. And I'm going to count this breathing pattern for you. But I want you to just take a few moments and notice this breathing pattern on your own. And see if you can make your inhale the same as your exhale. And notice if there's any area that you're feeling a little stuck, maybe not as comfortable. We're going to breathe in for 1 second. We're going to breathe out for 1 second. We're going to go up to 8. If at any time you find that your breath is a struggle, I want you to exhale. I don't want you to hold in struggle. This breathing technique is really, again, we're working towards getting out of that fight and flight. And so if we're in a struggle of breathing, we're right back where we started. And so maybe make your breath a little bit shorter. So close your eyes. We're going to breathe in for 1 second and then out for 1. Breathe in for 1, 2. Breathe out for 1, 2. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for 1, 2, 3. Breathe in for 1, 2. Breathe out for 1, 2. Breathe in for 1 and out for 1. And then just taking your hands into Jnana Mudra, index and thumb finger meet. Other fingers are extending forward, palms are facing up. Clear the path between your eyebrows and just focus on the space. And I want you to notice how your body feels. Relaxing your body, relaxing your breath. And so we're going to do that sequence one more time, and then we're going to come into a sequence called Nirvana breathing. But I want you to do that Samavriti breath. Again, it's this balanced breath. And this time, start to notice how calm your body is. With every breath, see if the breath can float into the exhale. So when I say, and, 1, 2, and then exhale. So when I say and exhale, there's this crescendo up. It's not as though you're holding your breath. It's as though you're just traveling really gently into the exhale. Same thing on the inhale from the exhale. Let that travel be. So it's almost as though the breath is this circular pattern. And I just want you to close your eyes, shoulders back, sitting up really tall, maybe keeping the hands in Chin Mudra. And we're going to find that Samavriti. So we're going to inhale for 1, and then exhale for 1. Inhale for 1, 2. Exhale for 1, 2. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale for 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going down. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2. Exhale for 1, 2. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Take both hands in Jnana or Chin Mudra. Focus on the space between your eyebrows and just tapping into a little of how you feel. Notice if it's any different from the first round. Notice if your body is feeling a little bit more relaxed. So this next breathing sequence is sometimes referred to as nirvana breathing. The count can vary, but the exhale is through pursed lips. And I don't want you to force the breath. I want it to be as though you're just really gently blowing through a straw. So I'm not forcing the exhale. I'm going to deeply inhale, but when you inhale, feel as though your lungs are expanding, as though your heart is expanding. We're going to gently hold our breath, and then we're going to exhale. So we're going to inhale for a count of 4. I want you to hold for a count of 6. We're going to exhale for a count of 8. And the exhale again is through that pursed lips. And this taps into the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is really responsible for tapping into the parasympathetic nervous system and creating that fight and flight release response. So we're going to get rid of that fight and flight and tap into more of an anti-anxiety kind of a breath. We'll do these together, and then we're going to do a few of these on our own. So I just want you to close your eyes. And again, your hands can be in Jnana Mudra, or just bring the palms so the palms face down. But make sure how you're sitting is a relaxed stance. We're going to breathe in through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Gently hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want you to exhale through pursed lips for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little pause. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, pursed lips for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crescendo up to that inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the nose. 3, 4. Hold, lifting the diaphragm a little. Soft hold, letting go when you need to. Exhale, pursed lips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to count 2 more. So inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 4 rounds on your own. So inhale. Then just sit quietly. Focus on the space between your third eyes and notice the effects that pranayama has on your body. And even though my body is very relaxed after a pranayama practice, I am energized. I have good oxygen and carbon dioxide flow. And so I'm not holding too much of one and not enough of another. And so we're going to enter into the more vigorous part of our practice. So this next 20 minutes. You're going to need your blocks, but you're not going to need your blanket. So I'm going to take my blocks and I'm going to bring the blocks forward. I'm going to come into kneeling pose and just bring your blocks so your wrists and shoulders align. And I want you to think about rounding your back, lifting up, press the ground away. On your inhale, draw forward, and then exhale, round, and then inhale. And keeping a flow here, we're going to do this for about a minute. So it's exhale, keep a steady flow of your breath. Exhale into your cat. Inhale into your cow. And just notice where I can get a little bit more movement. You've got about 30 more seconds here. Ten more. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself into your cow, taking your blocks down to their lower level. I'm going to have you sink back into a child's pose. Walk your fingers forward until your forearms are on the blocks, and then bring your wrists so your wrists are hanging off the front of the blocks. Make a fist and start moving your wrists a little bit. So you're going to move and rotate the wrists a little. Push the shoulders back. Get your bottom down as low as you can. Now I'm going to kind of karate chop into the blocks and bring yourself into a forearm position. I want you to round your back, press the forearms forward, and if you need more support, you can bring those hands together. And then gazing forward, and very similar to what we just did, but you're going to notice as you press into the forearms that it feels different. We're going to find a minute here. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So exhale up, inhale forward. And I want you to go at your pace. Your pace might not be my pace. Try to relax your head. Making this as vigorous as you can for your body. And you might even speed that pace up. About 30 more seconds. Relax the head. Let the crown of the head come down. 15. Draw the navel in. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring yourself into cow pose. Gaze over your right shoulder. Come back to the center. Gaze over the left. Back to the center. Pressing yourself up onto hands. Bring the hands to the blocks. Now I'm going to take the blocks out to the side. And I'm going to keep my hands where they are. And I just want you to separate your knees a little bit. Move your body in a little circular pattern. Now, if you have anything going on with the body, these might be a little smaller. If not, I want you to start making these really big. And rotating about 30 seconds to one side, I'm going to inhale forward, exhale, pull back. So again, we're using a little bit of an asana practice with that pranayama. So the breath is flowing with the movement. Asana is movement or pose. Remember, pranayama is that conscious, controlled breath. And then going the other direction, inhaling forward, exhaling back, and making these vigorous for your body. Now, if you are a little tighter today, your movement might be a little slower. Pressing the fingers forward, rounding the back, bending the elbows, pushing yourself forward and back, circular patterns. Last 5 seconds. 3 and 1. Coming back into the center, keeping the knees a little bit wider, lifting the spine up. I'm going to take the left hand underneath. Right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. And I want you to pull the right arm forward as you pull the right hip back. See if the fingers can touch down. Inhale, lifting up, and then exhale. Inhale up, bend to the left elbow, and open the side body. So we're going to find about 5 more like this. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Last 2. Exhale, inhale. Last 1. And then bring the right arm down. And then this time the left arm is going to come up. And I'm going to reach the left arm up. As I reach the left arm up, I'm going to pull the left arm forward, pull the hip back. And then inhale, left. Exhale. Maybe the fingers touch down and just see what's available. And remember to bend the right arm, bend that elbow. And we've got about 5 more. Inhaling up, exhale. Use breath with movement. So linking the 2. Last 1. And then this time, that arm comes down and I want you to walk the fingers out. Maybe turning the fingers so they're facing towards the knees. And then bring the knees a little closer together. We're almost off the knees. We're going to press the hands in. Right leg comes back. And as that right leg comes back, I want you to think about knee towards nose, round the spine. And then inhale. And as I do this, I'm pushing my wrists away. So I'm getting up a little higher and I'm pulling the knee forward. Inhale, left. Now I'm going to link breath with movement. And I'm going to see, can I really push the ground away? We're going to do 10. 9. So exhale. 8. 7. Can your knee and your nose touch? 6. 5. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Right knee down. Round your spine a little bit. Press your heart forward, dip your tailbone back. This time, that left leg comes up. Left knee is going to come forward. And as I do this, I'm pushing the wrist slightly away and I'm pulling the knee forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 10. 9. 8. 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee forward, set it down. Curl your toes, glide back into your downward facing. Think about scissoring your knees a little, waking up the ankles. If you do not have a downward dog practice, you can stay in puppy with your knees down and just find little movements with your body to kind of wake everything up. Now I'm going to walk forward, rise up on your toes, see how far you can walk towards the front of your mat. When you know you can't get any further, take your hands back towards the feet and just let your head hang down. Sway a little side to side, maybe bend the knees, ribs towards thighs. So as I'm here, I want to get the ribs in towards the thighs as much as I can. And then I'm going to gaze forward, halfway lift, Exhale, bend your knees and roll up a vertebra at a time. So I'm going to grab onto my blocks, and I want you to take your blocks, frame the feet, and we're going to do some of these movements a little faster. And so reach and extend the arms up, drop your shoulders, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. So this first round, we're not adding the chair in. We're going to bring that right foot back. Right knee comes to the earth, uncurl the toes. See if you can pull the heart forward, stretch. Keep the left foot where it is. See if you can extend back. Reaching forward, extend back. We're going to do 5. Forward and back. Forward. And ribs towards the thigh. Last 2. Last 1. And then bringing that foot forward, take and extend the back right leg out. And I want you to move a little forward and back. Find that stretch between the left knee and the right heel. And then bring the right knee down. I'm going to take the right toes over towards the left side. And I'm going to take my left hand to my knee, press yourself up. Now I want you to think about shifting some weight forward, bringing it into that left hip, and then extend yourself out. If that feels good, stay there. If you're able, you're going to reach the arms out and you're going to lunge forward a little bit, press back. We're going to do 5, and lift, and 4, and lift. 3, pressing into the left foot. 2, press into that heel. 1, see if you can bring your left arm forward, bring it down to the knee, reach and extend the right arm up. If this feels okay, you might even be able to take that block and then open up. Really extend. You're going to stretch into that left leg a lot. When you're ready, right hand comes down, and I'm going to turn the right foot back around. This time those toes curl. I'm going to give that little hop, and I'm going to bring the feet a little closer, and then move in between. So you'll notice one leg is bending as the other leg is straight, and then step to the front of your mat. Now we're going to find a chair pose. So bring the big toes to touch if they can. Bend your knees. Reach and extend your arms up. Sink back as far as you can in your chair. Take your hands to your heart, and I'm going to bring the right elbow over towards the left knee. Sink the ribs in. See if you can gaze up towards the sky. Now we're going to hold this for about 10 seconds, which is a long time. If you need to come up out of it, you can. If you want to open or even use a block down here, you can. Or you can work on pressing the thumbs towards the heart. Shift your weight into your heels. Lift your heart a little bit. Keep squeezing the inner thighs. Staying here for 5 more seconds. And just notice that it's not really a lot of time. I can do this. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, reach and extend the arms up. I want you to exhale, take your hands, dive forward, tailbone, left head comes down. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bow. And then if you can, with straight legs, reach the arms out towards the side. Squeeze the thighs together, drop the shoulders. Exhale, hands find the heart. So I'm going to inhale, reach and extend the arms up. Drop your shoulders. Exhale, fold. Take the hands towards the blocks. Inhale, gaze forward. This time, bend your knees. Left foot steps back. Left knee comes to the earth. I'm going to uncurl the back left toes. Pull your heart forward and really stretch into your left hip. Now keep the right heel where it is. Straighten out the leg as much as you can. Bow into it. We're going to find those 5 stretches forward and back. So forward and back. We're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press. Last 2. Last 1. And as you're here, I want you to see, can you stretch out your back left leg? Pull your right knee forward as you're pulling your left heel back, and just find these little movements back and forth. You might notice little cramping in the toes. So seeing how this feels. Last 2. Last 1. Bring that knee down. Take the left foot over to the right side. Now I'm going to use the right hand on the right knee, and I'm going to make sure my knee is facing forward. This is a big hip opener. So push yourself forward a little bit and then pull back. Pushing forward, pushing back, pushing forward, pushing back, and see if you can reach the arms out. Let's find 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretching forward. Maybe the elbow comes down. Maybe the left arm comes up. If this feels okay, you can even use a block to the hand. Lifting up, you're going to notice a lot of opening for that hip. Staying here for a few breaths. When you're ready, both hands come down. I'm going to turn my toes back around. I'm going to straighten out that leg, and I'm going to give a hop a lot closer, maybe even 2. Bend your knees. Knees point forward. Move a little forward and back. When you're ready, walk your blocks beyond your foot. Take a step. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees. Find your chair pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Sink down as low as you can in your chair. Now this time, hands come to the heart. The left elbow is going to come over to the right side. I'm going to lift the ribs up a little bit more. Press the thumbs towards the center of the heart. Shift the weight back into the heels, and maybe start to take the gaze up towards the sky. Now remember, we're here a little bit longer than sometimes is comfortable. So keep adjusting as you do this. Notice, what am I working? What am I pushing into? Staying here for a few more breaths. And when you're ready, on your inhale, coming back up, take your hands to your heart, dive forward, tailbone lift, head comes down. On your inhale, lengthen. Strong legs, reach and extend the arms out. Inhale, lengthen, reach the arms up. We're going to dive forward. So we're going to do this a few times. Inhale, lengthen the gaze. Exhale, bow. Reach and extend the arms up. Strong legs, squeeze the thighs, drop the shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, gaze forward. Halfway, suck the belly in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms come out to the side. Push the weight into the heels. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Reach the arms out. Extend. Reach up as much as you can. Drop your shoulders. Exhale, fold. 2 more like this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach arms out towards the side. Extend. Drop the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up as high as you can. Stretch. Take the hands to the heart, thumbs pressed to the chest. So we're going to come down into a reclining pose for a moment. So I want you to find your squatted pose. Bring yourself down towards the earth. If you have a malasana, you can stay here. If you don't, you can use the blocks. You can sometimes lean back into it. You might even take those blocks under the heels if your heels are lifted. But staying in your malasana, and make it a little active if you can. Just move the legs a little side to side. See what's available. Then when you're ready, I want you to bring your bottom down. I want you to grab onto your blocks. We're going to do just a little bit of core. Then we're going to come into the stretching part of our sequence. So I want you to take your blocks, and I want you to take your blocks so they're just a little behind the knees. And you can take your blocks down to this lower level. Sit up as tall as you can. You might even start hands towards shins. And as I lean back, I want to really engage, and you're going to kind of notice that this lower part of your abdomen is going to kick on. Now I want you to press your fingers into the blocks, and as you press the fingers and the hands down, lift the knees up. And then I'm going to lift the hands. Lift, lift. 10. And try to see, as I do this, can I keep the shoulders from moving? So can I keep the torso from moving? Lift. You've got these. 5 more. Lifting the arms. Press. Shoulders are back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Now as you're squeezing the shoulder blades, see if you can bring the knees towards the thighs. Or knees towards the thighs, sorry. Thighs towards the abdomen. Last 2. Come on. Last one. Now press the hands down, lift the legs, stay in your boat. Lift your heart, lift your chest. See if you can touch your right toe down, lift it back up. Left, back, right. This kind of reminds me of a very controlled temper tantrum. Now see if you can straighten the arms, push the shoulders back and down, lift the heart up, keep the abdomen tight. You've got these. Last 10, down, 9, down, 8, down, 7, 6. Come on, you've got these. 5. I know these are hard. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Both toes down. Take the hands, roll forward and back. Take the legs out a little bit wider and just roll a little forward and back, opening the body. And then when you're ready, you can move the blocks where you want them. I'm going to take a blanket or a pillow behind your head. So we're going to come down for some deeper stretches. So I'm going to lower down as quietly as I can and see if I can try to lower the tailbone first. I'm going to move my pack out of the way. And I want you to settle your lower back to the ground. And just stay here for a moment and notice all the energy that your body has from what you just did. Take your right way, your right foot. Push your knee as far as you can, and then walk your left foot to the right side. And you're going to bring the right foot over towards the left. Now, it might not touch. So if it doesn't touch and you need to rest the ankle on a block, you can. You're going to feel this in this outer IT. So the IT is that kind of racing stripe that goes down the side of your leg. You're definitely going to feel this one. And just soften the foot. So I don't have to press the foot down, but I want to just extend the leg out a little bit. Pull the belly in and soften anything that you don't need to use right now. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. When you're ready, you're going to walk your left foot back over, and you're going to slowly bring the right leg up. Now, grab onto the back of the left leg and relax the left foot. So the heel comes down a little bit more. Use your right, so try to keep your right knee away from your torso. And relax everything you can. And notice if the lower back is still down, if you can pull the leg in a little closer, breathing in and out of your body. When you're ready, down, and this and reach both knees over towards the right. And you're going to feel this in the left hip, maybe part of the thigh. Maybe the hands come over the head and just stretch. You might use your right hand, grab under your left wrist. That causes you shoulder pain, and sometimes anything over our head does. Just take your arms out in cactus. Palms can face up. And so notice where you get the best stretch. Expand your chest a little bit. Open your heart. If it's creating any knee pain, you can point your toes, taking some pressure off the knees, or even try flexing the heel a little bit more. Everyone's a little different, so sometimes you have to play. So I'm going to bring the knees back to the center, but wider, and I want you to take and grab on to your blocks. Now, I'm going to take the blocks and I'm going to bring them together underneath me. And I'm making basically like a little bridge. And I want it on the lower tailbone, not your spine. Now I'm going to walk the left leg forward a little bit and I'm going to grab onto the right knee. And as this is comfortable, I can straighten out the left leg. And I want you to just notice that it's pushing into the top of this left hip flexor. I might extend the right leg up, but you don't want to fall off the blocks. So sometimes when I extend the leg up, I'm not over pulling. I'm just giving this little stretch. A really good way of doing that is to maybe grab on to the ankle or the heel of the foot. You can also take your hands along the back of the knee or the calf. And just notice where you're stretching. I'm going to bring the left toes down to the left back or the very front of my mat. And try to pull your toes right towards the center of the mat. And bring your right toes above your head. Now, we're going to take the legs in a little bit of a diagonal and just allow the legs to come out to the edges or the corners of your mat. And again, if you need to readjust how you're holding on to your leg, do that. Make it comfortable. And then bring both knees together. Take both feet down to the earth. You're going to take the blocks out from underneath your bottom and walk your right foot to the mat. Way. Make sure your left foot. I'm going to walk the right foot towards the center of my over to the right side. And then see if you can push your leg away. Now, if you're really flexible and you just barely can touch your leg, you can even use a block and kind of press into the block right into the shin or the top of or the inside of the knee. And you could find that little extra stretch. Make sure this feels good. You don't want your body to fight back the stretches that you're doing. And your body is already warm. So if it's fighting you, it's because it's not ready to come into something. And so allow yourself to relax into your stretch. And just breathe. And then I'm going to release and walk the right foot back over a little to the right side and gently lift the left knee up. This time, grab onto the back of the right thigh if it's available. Keep the left foot flat. Just breathe. Walk the right foot to the right edge of your mat and let your knees this time fold over towards the left. And bring those arms over the head. This might be left hand grabbing onto right wrist. You might bring those arms out into cactus. And as you do this, think about expanding the rib cage. Opening the ribs, opening the heart, lifting the chest up, and keeping this energetic movement going in the body. Allowing the knee to come down to where it is comfortable. When you're ready, you're going to gently walk the right foot back in and allow the left knee to come up. And this time I'm going to grab onto both my blocks. lift my bottom, place your feet forward, and just see, are the blocks kind of stacked? And this time, as I come down, I'm going to walk the right foot forward a little bit, and I'm going to bring the hands around the left knee. And if it doesn't feel good to straighten it out all the way, don't. If it does, kind of push the back of the right hip into the blocks. Now, if this is enough, you can stay here. You can keep elevating, but the more I pull back, the more it kind of lifts everything up. So it's a better idea to get a little bit more length on the leg than retraction on the leg. I don't want to retract it back so much that it takes away from the stretch on the right side. So maybe grabbing onto the heel, you might grab onto the calf a little closer in towards the knee. So my center of gravity is still right over the blocks, and you can kind of play with how this feels. On this first one, I've got a really nice horizontal stretch between the right toes and the left toes, and try to relax the left leg as much as you can. You can activate the right leg, but the left you really want to relax, and sometimes it's hard to relax one leg and tighten the other, so just see how that is. And just notice if your leg starts to shake, that's because you're pulling too much. So back off your stretch a little bit. And then maybe starting to take the legs at a little bit of a diagonal. So that right ankle comes over towards the right edge. Left toes might point towards the left. Both shoulders are down. And allowing the body to relax. Kind of unwind, regenerate here. When you're ready, start to bend the left knee and bring both feet back down towards the earth. Now, I'm going to take one block out. I'm going to lift up into a bridge pose, and I'm going to slide the block towards the center of the bottom. So the top of the block is aligning with the top of your tailbone. Now you can extend the legs out and see how this feels. You can reach and extend the arms out, lift the chest. If you know you want a little bit more, you can elevate the block. And I want to keep the toes extending out, so I should feel this openness on the hips. And this is also where sometimes your head can come down a little bit more. This actually feels really good on the neck. Think about lengthening the head and the torso. And the ears are always running away from the shoulders. And the chest is slightly elevating up. And you can relax your belly. Maybe the arms are coming out a little bit more. And if you are, again, not feeling much of anything and you have two blocks, one of my favorite ways is not necessarily coming into that more aggressive third elevation of the block, but stacking the blocks. So I still have the support underneath the bottom. The arms might extend over the head, maybe at a Y or a V shape in the arms. And the legs are also, so your body looks like a big X. If any of this is uncomfortable, kind of tapping into how can I adjust this pose? What am I holding? Where am I holding stress? So in this particular pose, a lot of times our back is working a little bit too much because we're tightening our glutes. And so I want you to think about relaxing the body. And sometimes relaxing the body starts with relaxing the arms a little bit more. Maybe pulling the shoulder blades in a little closer together. See if you can add that deep pranayama breath. Making your inhale balanced with your exhale. Finding your samavriti breathing. Remember, it's that balanced flow. Staying here for about 3 more deep breaths. And so when you're ready, sliding the heels in a little bit, knees are going to come up towards the sky. Lift your back up off the blocks. And I want you to just take a moment. Take your hand to your heart, one hand to your back. Feel your lower back press down. Now, if it is okay, bring the base of the feet together and allow the body to relax. The hands might even rest on the abdomen. They might rest on the heart. You can round the back in this particular pose as much as you want. Even find that maybe the shoulders are working in towards the bottom. Now, if this is not a relaxing pose for you, maybe extending the legs out, finding Shavasana. And I want you to take a few moments to really tap into how your body feels. Notice if you are still putting stress, anxiety, or tension in any particular place. If you've been able to release and let go. Even arms overhead can feel very relaxing. And so find a position that feels like an exhale for your body. And allowing yourself to stay in this particular position for as long as comfortable for you. Thank you so much in joining me for this 20-20-20 practice. 20 minutes pranayama, 20 minutes vigorous flow, 20 minutes stretching. I think sometimes finding this balance to our body is a really important thing. And I love these 20-20-20 practices. Thank you so very much for your time, your patience.